away we go. Name a woman.
Vanessa Hudgens.
Why, of all people?
That's who I thought of. No, I know. She was like, I'd still work with Jimi Hendrix.
Woody Allen one.
That one.
I would do a guitar solo with him. Welcome back to Podcast from Planet Weird.
Or I'm going to draw.
If you're new, welcome to Podcast from Planet Weird. This is a podcast
where we talk over each other.
Yeah. It's also a podcast where we talk about Disney Channel original movies and other childhood favorites.
Like Krampus.
Or sequels to a childhood favorite.
Krampus
like this
2.
one. Do you think they'll make a Krampus 2? Inside the Snow Globe.
Ew. I hope not. Krampus was such a good movie.
Did you see it?
We saw it together.
No, we didn't. You pull that shit every damn time.
Yeah, I've seen Krampus.
We did not see it together. I've never seen it.
Oh, I saw it by myself then.
So we're Juan and Sarah.
Hi.
And one of us has seen Krampus, one of us has not at this point in our lives. But we're here today to talk about Life Size 2. It's a sequel to the Life Size movie from, what, 2000?
Can I not draw with my hand? Oh my god.
No, you can't. From 2000 or 2001. So it's episode 147. We're going to talk about Life Size 2 in a minute.
In a minute.
First, let's catch up on
the
week. First things first.
How do I make my iPhone stop going dark?
No. We're on Spotify and we didn't know.
Oh my god, isn't that the fucking tea of the month?
We didn't know.
What's the house special on tea? You were on Spotify for 6 months approximately.
For like almost the whole year and we just didn't know.
Will we get money out of this? Probably not. Will Casper Mattress finally decide to sponsor me? Fuck yeah.
I really doubt it. Also, we got a light. We have a light. If you're watching this on YouTube, you will see that maybe the lighting is a little better because we got a light.
Or maybe it's very stark. What's it called when the light is cutting you in half? What is that lighting called? You've done this.
That's called Tommy Lee Jones in Batman Forever.
Oh, because he's Two-Face.
He's Two-Face.
The makeup brand.
We're coming up on I think it's 4 years, right? 3 years.
5? No, we celebrated the other year. It's this year. 4 years. Why are we arguing?
We started in 2017.
Why are we arguing? Look, we'll check out the records. We'll figure out what's the deal.
We started. This is season.
What? This
is season 3.
We have.
So we've completed 2 years, but this has been the 3rd year that we've been. So 3 years will be complete in March. That's what it is. Life Size 2, also known as Life Size 2 A Christmas Eve. That's why we're talking about it in this month. Because it's sort of a Christmas movie.
Kind of barely.
It's a 2018 American fantasy comedy television film directed by Stephen Shushida and starring Tyra Banks and Francia Raisa? Is that how you say her name? Basically, it's Adriana from Secret Life of American Teenager, if anyone remembers that show. It is the sequel to Life Size starring Tyra Banks and Lindsay Lohan, which originally premiered in 2000 on ABC as a part of The Wonderful World of Disney. Said it right for once.
Wonderful.
It's available to watch for anyone that wants to on the Freeform app, or it's also on Disney+. Disney Plus doesn't have the original Life Size, but does have this one. So,
which is very strange.
It is. Well, they don't have any of the Wonderful World of Disney ones, so I wonder when that's going to happen. They don't even have Sky High on there yet. Sky High doesn't come until December 2020.
Shut up, are you kidding?
So it came out December 2nd, 2018, basically a year ago. We had never seen it until this
viewing.
Yeah, for the podcast. Because I thought about watching it last year, but I didn't want to watch it and then like do an episode on it a year later. I wanted to just do an episode with my
fresh and easy take.
What do you call it? Like a sight reading? Like I wanted like to sight view this movie. Sight view.
Tit ass.
Tit bags.
Oh, that's tit bags.
tit bags.
Perez Hilton produced this?
I hate him. We'll get to him. Hold on. Okay, in April 2018, Tyra Banks stated on the Steve Harvey Show that Lindsay Lohan would be returning to reprise the role of Casey, though Freeform later revealed that she wasn't available due to the production schedule for her new MTV reality show, Lindsay Lohan's Beach Club. Tyra Banks, so she also produced the movie, and it says she considered Zendaya for a role.
A missed opportunity in my book.
The title was changed to Life Size 2 Christmas Eve shortly before its official release on Freeform, even though the new title had not been featured on any promotional advertisements or trailers. That explains why we don't remember it being called that at all. Yes, you mentioned Perez Hilton is in the movie.
No, he's not in the movie.
Yes, he is.
What?
Did you not see him at the beginning?
No.
Why else would I have written Perez is in this, cancel it?
I thought he was just like a character. What was he doing in the movie?
He was himself, as he always is.
What? Oh, at the party?
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
So it also stars Gavin Stenhouse as Calum, who I thought was called Caleb for the whole movie until the end.
We all thought it was Caleb.
Hank Chen as Brendan Butler.
You know what decom we need to do?
We've done like all but 3 of them. What do we need to do?
The Butler one.
That's not a decom, but oh my god. We'll get there. Bob the Butler. Shauna Knowles as Talia, so we know her because she was in Jump In, and she was also, of course, in Hannah Montana.
The movie?
She was either Amber or Ashley. She was Amber. Van Jones, the CNN reporter, host, whatever, also appears as the news reporter in this movie.
I literally was like, who is this man? Why does he seem so familiar? And why is he being so mean?
Lil Yachty appears as
the chef?
The beatboxer.
Oh.
No, the chef is played by Rico Ball.
Very handsome man.
I think we should just get into it. If you've never heard our episode on Life Size, I would go listen to that. And then come into this.
It's not like anything's connected, but still.
This Freeform original movie starts out like an episode. I never saw the show, but it seems like an episode of Greek.
I've never seen that show, and I never intend to.
Well, it seemed like that kind of thing where they're at like a frat party. Mm-hmm. But I think it's just at her house.
Yeah, it's at her McMansion because she's a McMillionaire.
Grace, a.k.a. Adriana from Secret Life of American Teenager, is the daughter of the creator of the Eve doll.
And the original owner of the toy store from the first movie.
Marathon Toys.
Yes.
She was the CEO of the company, now in jail. We'll talk about that in a minute.
We'll talk about that scandal.
Is that the Zodiac killer symbols? Okay. Basically, there's like a big party. It's like a Christmas, but like luau type of thing. Do the Blair Witch symbol as well.
Butler is her like gay best friend.
Yes.
An assistant?
Yeah, it seems like assistant because he's like driving her around and stuff. Mm-hmm.
It's very
he wakes her up
because he's like
let's go.
He's like,
ma'am.
Wake up, horny.
Yeah. So let's talk about Butler a little bit. We can get into him more as it goes on. Ew! I don't like that. I'm sorry. What? Do you see that? That's a GIF.
Yeah.
It's scaring me. Butler. So yeah, he is a queer character. At first, it's just kind of like...
Yeah, at first we're playing the game, is this movie going to code or is this movie going to full out?
Yeah, at first it seems like every other, like... Not even like decom, but just like...
Movie. Like girl movie.
Where it's like a female lead and then they have like a gay best friend. Yeah, it was like, is this gonna I was like, is he just gonna be super feminine and super queer coded and all this? And then we can talk about the end later. But how did you feel about Butler's character?
I loved Butler's character.
I also loved him.
Mostly because it's like, I don't like, as much as like, I don't know. I just hate when people are like, why is the gay person always have to be so campy? But it's not like, what's it called? Like Modern Family, where it's like outwardly just like the most flamboyant. It's very much like, that's me. Like, he's well dressed because he has money, but like he's not like, oh girl, you know what I mean?
Okay, I have just confirmed that he is openly gay.
Yeah.
As opposed to closeted gay, but still I'm reading it from an article. Imagine reading an article. Most recently, Chen, who is a closeted gay. Like, you would never read that in an article.
It was a closet gay. Don't tell his family.
He says, I want to be the entertainer little Hank needed. I hope my contributions to the entertainment industry will help anyone, particularly young Asians and young gay kids, feel less alone.
I loved his character. Very, very. I applaud you, my sir. You are amazing. Thank you, Mr. Hank.
The tides are turning. I am optimistic there soon won't be a justification needed for an Asian person or a gay person in a script. They won't have to have some sort of trauma unless it serves the purpose of the movie. We can just be allowed to be ordinary people too. Yeah, I feel you, Hank. We stand Hank.
We stand Hank
on everything.
I literally the first thing I wrote was token unspoken gay, but then all of a sudden it was like, oh, okay.
So Grace, we talked about her mom went to jail.
Yeah.
So
we don't get told what for, which is fine.
So Grace, at the moment, or because of that, she is now the CEO of the company.
Yes.
And she's mid-20s, I guess. Late 20s.
I would have to say like mid-20s because she's not... anyone in their late 20s that acts like this, oh mama.
Yeah. So she's very much like shows up to work late because she was partying the night before. Hungover. There's like paparazzi photos of her.
Like they obviously don't like her.
All the time. All the board members, all the people in the board meeting that she walks into late, like hate her except for Carter, who...
we stand.
So they talk about discontinuing the Eve doll because of that. They're like, no one's bought this in like 17 years.
Yeah, what are we getting rid of? Spiky ball. Fingerfish puppets, something like that. The Eve doll, which I'm like, you jump from this mediocre bullshit to the Eve doll? The goddamn Eve doll.
Because she's black.
Oh. Alright.
Malibu Barbie. Basically, they decide they're
cutting the Eve doll.
I said discontinue. I said they doing it, and then I said talk of sexting.
Oh, because here's what's happened.
This is in the car, right?
Yes, because after the board meeting, she gets in her... Because she leaves. She's like, I'm done. She shows up to work for 2 minutes, really? As a CEO, I don't think you're doing much. Like, honest to God, that's why you hire people. Yeah, after the scene in the boardroom, because Carter asked her, she's like, do you really want to discontinue? It's your choice. And her being spiteful of her mom, because she's like, my mom went to jail. This must have been so fucking recent. So recent for her mom to go to jail, because she's like the acquisition, because later we find out that
the Spanish Inquisition,
that little Mr. Bitch man who was sitting in her chair when she walks in, Devin,
that's his name,
framed her mom to go to jail because he wants to take over the company and sell gaming apps. Like, shut up. Just make your own company, idiot.
Yeah, we don't find that out till later, obviously. Yeah, but yes, that is what happened.
But like for him to try to acquire this entire company, she hasn't probably been in jail for like more than 2 years. So I don't know why
it's been a week.
It's a week.
In the car, they're picking up Grace's neighbor Lex from school.
Parents are just like so busy that they don't hang out with her, or like not even at home. Period.
Yeah, and I think she has a nanny, but like she was like, I can be cool and pick you up. Yeah,
because I guess she asked her because she doesn't want her nanny talking to her, which I fully am like, fine.
And Lex is very upset about the Eve doll being discontinued. Yeah. She's like, but the magic. The movie magic.
Oh, but yeah, they sexed.
That's not at all what I was saying. Is Carter the guy at the end of the movie?
Yes.
I thought it was just another one.
No, Carter and Butler are, like, talking. Like, they're getting, like,
He's the one that kisses his cheek?
Yes, he's the one that kisses his cheek at the end.
I didn't know. Wow, so we even get... I thought it was just some random dude.
No, it's Carter.
That, like, was his guy,
why
like,
the fuck
even boyfriend or something.
Why randomly?
But I was like...
No, that's...
But now this is good that we even get that guy's name and a lot of story. He's Carter.
Carter is the one that saves this fucking company.
Whoopsies. Yes. Okay. What a win for the queer community today.
Butler is sexting according to what's her face, because she's like,
Grace.
It's if you're talking between 12 and 4 a.m., that's technically called sexting.
Grace goes to the old Marathon toy store. She has to go pick up some of her mom's stuff. Again, probably been in jail a week.
Literally, she probably hasn't been in jail for more than like 2 months.
So she gets a box of her stuff from there, and in the box is Old Faithful,
the spell book,
Old Hal Croft's Book of the Dead.
Mm-hmm. I said
the original life-size movie.
I said the store, the book.
What, we love a callback.
Yeah.
So then they do a seance, and they say the old
Hamnam Shabai, Hamnam Shabai, Hamnam Shabai.
Zamba Tarka Ishtu Nebarim. Zamba Tarka Ishtu Nebarim. You're supposed to grab my hand.
What are we saying?
Zamba Tarka Ishtu Nebarim.
Oh my god, we do those too.
And those, ew. Remember we talked about this in the Indian in the Cupboard episode, where we were like, if a Funko Pop came to life,
would it be the person?
If we put a Funko Pop in the cabinet. Ew, gross. And then, just like in movie number 1, the next morning,
she wakes up with Eve in her bed. And then we get more sexual tension.
And then this is...
I love a bisexual icon.
This is interesting because... So Eve is in bed. And
you thought
Grace
there was one gay
up.
In this movie? No, sweetie. There's like 7.
So she wakes up and Grace immediately assumes that they hooked up, that they slept together. Because she says, "Did we sleep together?"
Yeah, and he's like, "Yes."
Because
last night. Because she doesn't get that it's means sex.
No, here's what I like about the whole movie. But like this scene is like. Where it's this scene and then a scene I'll talk about in a minute where it's the most like prevalent, I guess, is that there's like no judgment
towards anyone or anything.
Towards like anyone. There's no
sexual shaming.
There's no labels.
No.
It's just like queerness is so just like accepted and not judged. It's just like everyone's doing their thing. Yeah. Because like we obviously never hear that Butler is gay. No. Or Carter.
I mean, it's
random white man who I learned is named Carter and has a very important part in this movie, not just a kiss at the end. We never get... Because, yeah, you would assume, like, because Grace's maid love interest, we mentioned his name in the Wikipedia reading.
Corbin.
It's Calum.
Oh.
That's the main love interest. But obviously she says... Like, oh, did we hook up?
Yeah.
Implying that, like, she has before or would be very open to it.
Because she's not like, why are you in here? What did we do?
Yeah. What I love about it is that it's not... When we get to Shanika Knowles, Talia...
Because she's also like, who's this?
Yeah. Well, and she says, like, you brought your hookup to breakfast? Like, it's not like... There's no... If this was, like, any other movie...
If this was made in the 90s...
If this was any other movie, be like, oh my god, you, like, slept with this girl. Are you a lesbian now?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? Like... But
it's
this
so natural.
Doesn't do it. So it's... And Shanika Knowles is just like... You brought your hookup? And it's not weird because it's a girl.
It's like, weird because she's like, why would you do this?
Why would you bring... And this girl seems crazy and is eating sticks of butter.
Yes.
But, yeah, it's not because of that. Like, are you okay?
I hit my hand on this. Like, I turned it.
I'm sorry.
Honestly, I love this movie. And I'll put it flat out. I actually do like this movie.
Okay, I did too.
Quite a bit. Yes. Okay, cool. Thank you. We're not just kisses at the ends of movies.
Not since Life Size 2, damn it.
Not since Life Size 2.
Fuck you, Love Simon.
Honestly,
this was
Love Simon can choke because
this was our Love Simon.
This is it.